Let's sip and converse.
Let's talk about it.
Sip and converse.
What's up, good people, good people? Welcome back to another episode of Sip and Converse.
Yes. Glad to be back.
Before we get down in there, you know what you got to do.
You got to do it.
You got to like it. You got to subscribe.
Please.
Tell a friend to tell a friend.
Tell somebody.
And then in the bottom of it, YouTube has done this thing called hype. Go ahead and hype us up. Hype us up as we get ready to dive off into our next episode. Crib, what's been going on, my brother?
Hey, man. It's about to be summertime here soon, ain't it?
Man, I thought it was summertime a couple of weeks ago, how hot it was in Atlanta. I was like, bruh, they just bypassed spring, go from winter to summer.
Just test and see if y'all ready for this heat coming up in June,
Make sure
July.
your air condition working. Making sure your air condition working. What's been going on, Crib?
Hey, man. I'm looking forward to this. We're coming up on a year here.
Yeah, brother, flying. Time is flying.
Yeah, we got to find us a location to celebrate this first year and tape live.
Yes. So if y'all got some suggestions, put it in the chat.
Yeah.
Where you wanted to see us do a live episode, because that might be a great idea, Crib.
Absolutely.
Do a live episode, live podcast with a live audience.
Yes.
And have some clapping in the background.
And have you in the chair.
Have you in the chair, bring up round robin for questions and answers. And I ain't no professional, but I did sleep at a Holiday Inn Express. That used to be my favorite commercial.
Yeah.
So what's our topic for today, Crib? Let's get the people started.
It's titled The Ripple Effect with a subtopic.
What's that subtopic? Sip and converse?
It can be.
So you said what's our title? The ripple effect, and what's subtitle?
Living life based on emotional decisions.
Emotions make you cry sometimes.
Uh-oh.
How many of y'all remember that? What group did that come from for a bonus question?
Sound like we need to get you in the studio.
Oh, no, bro. Well, you know what? With the use of AI and this technology, I will go in the studio.
We got you in the studio right now.
Just don't have me to sing live. I need all the filters, all the auto tune. I need to run my voice through AI so it sound like I'm Luther or Teddy P.
Well, oh boy, you took me back on Teddy P.
Yeah, I gotta be Teddy P, man.
Turn off the lights.
Turn them off. He got mad. now that I think about that song, he got mad. He asked you nicely, turn off the lights, and then you didn't move fast enough. Turn them off.
Turn them off.
I think he might be from North Carolina with that one.
Could be.
But a ripple effect, and we talking about emotions. But remember the bonus question: what group had a song about emotions? They said emotions make you cry sometimes. I ain't gonna give you no hint, but the name has town in it. I ain't gonna tell you the first letter. Might be H-Town. Go ahead, Chris. Let's go ahead and dive onto this, man.
This is very key for everyone when it comes to your emotions. Especially when you conversing with other people. Like on right now is
You take that sip, and we about to converse.
a lot of times people let the emotions take over before they even speak, and that causes a ripple effect
Pull it all together, preacher.
on the relationship.
And those same emotions is I'm acting like the deacon in the corner over there.
Uh-oh.
Those same emotions.
You're not talking about Deacon Leroy, are you?
Deacon Leroy, he always there. He always there. Tune into a previous episode to learn about Deacon Leroy. But Deacon Leroy is sitting over there. He's saying that, emotional decisions can cost you years.
Uh-oh.
Years. Not just, that moment.
Yeah.
But years of pain, agony, setback. Depending on what you was emotional about or how you handle that emotion, whether it's good or bad, but it can cost you years of anguish.
And I don't know if it applies to anybody who's listening or watching us right now. those the same type of emotion can cost you your job.
True. Because you got to think about it. Oh, we on to something. We on to something. We telekinetic. We telekinetic. That job, thinking about that job.
Yeah.
Thinking about your emotions.
Mm-hmm.
9 times out of 10, that emotion is a short-term feeling
Yes, it is.
that has long-term consequences.
Yes.
So just because you got mad at your manager and snapped right then.
On the spot.
That was a short-term emotion. And now you in the HR department or at home early and permanently.
Because our people, how our people try to say, "I'm just keeping it real."
Yep. Yeah, you real wrong and real unemployed at that time. That's how real you are.
I'm just keeping it real.
You got fired on your day off, Craig, stealing boxes.
That's what happened when keeping it real goes wrong.
Because most folks don't ruin their life in like one big moment.
No.
That big moment to me was sticking with the job situation when you snap and you get fired, unfortunately, or something happens emotionally. That one moment that caused you to explode didn't just pop up then.
No.
It's been an undercurrent that's been brewing the whole time.
Talk about it.
Yeah, I think I will. Right after I have me a little sip.
Go ahead and sip, brother.
That undercurrent been brewing there. You've probably had pre-warning indicators that it was there. It's like driving a car.
Yeah.
You hear a little rattle, but you don't mess with it. You ignore it.
Yeah.
You in the Atlanta streets.
Mm-hmm.
Next thing you know, the rattle becomes louder.
Yeah.
Now that it's louder, you looking at it again, and the light come on. Service needed. But you look at it again, and you ignoring the service needed sign. Before you know it, you stuck on the side of the road calling AAA. But you blaming that day. Oh, it's so hot out here, my car broke down. No, your car was giving you warning 6 months ago.
Ooh.
So those emotions that you allowed to explode right then in that particular conversation, those emotions been there. It's just not coming to the surface.
So what if I'm understanding you correctly, you saying there were some indicators between you and the other person or others before your warning light came on.
Right.
And you just went off with your emotions.
You went off with your emotions. You chose to ignore the warning lights. Because, like I said, folks don't ruin their life with one moment. It's an emotional decision that's been made how you previously handled everything. Because typically what you're going through, you've been through before.
Yes.
Some version of it.
Yes.
It might not be the same exact version, but it's a version of it. And now that you're at this breaking point or this explosion point, it didn't just happen suddenly.
Yes. And for those who don't know, I know you've been a certified coach. Some of the things you don't share with some of your clients is with your emotions doesn't always require you to respond or react right away. You can take a day or two sometimes and reflect on whatever you're interacting with the other person and give you time enough to give thought on what's going on and be able to come back and have that address whatever's going on with that other person at a different time.
Right, because like you stated, quitting the job, emotional response.
Yes.
Sending that text message that once it's sent, Apple try to help y'all out because he said you can delete a message, but most people can't.
Nope.
But once that message is gone, you can't take that message back.
No.
And your message might have been an emotional response. Spending money emotionally. Same thing. But like you said, Crib, when you begin to become in tune with yourself, you could begin to set boundaries to say, and be man or woman enough to say, you know what? Can we come back to this topic? Because if I say something now where I'm at mentally, I can't take it back. So can you respect me enough and respect my boundary that can I come back and talk to you about this tomorrow?
That's key right there. When you just mentioned, can I come back? Because many times the other person will pressure you.
Oh, yeah, I need an answer now.
Exactly. And you can't let that happen because you already know where you're at right now in your feelings. And if you say what you really want to say,
And then they're going to say, so what, you can't answer me now?
no, I can't. I'm not.
Why not? Why not?
You got to say, I'm not mentally in a place right now where I need to speak about this anymore.
Oh, so now I'm stressing you mentally?
They're going to try to take you there, huh?
They're going to take you there. Because, as a man, what I had to learn, being married for all the years I've been married now, is I can't respond emotionally. Because if not, when I do, or when I have, I spent the next day or two apologizing. And it wasn't that I was disrespectful or anything. It's just I was snappy.
Yeah.
So now when I think about it, and I'd be like, oh, so it's okay for you to say something to me, but if I say the same thing, now I got to be the one apologizing. Now we laying in bed with our backs to each other. And I ain't that type of person.
No. So, how do you emotionally feel right now?
I'm emotionally free. It don't take me 1 or 2 times to have to keep apologizing, bro. That sound like them old 1990 R&B songs. I'm begging. I'm like having to pull the Tyrese out. What do you want? What more do you want from me? So no, I can't. I had to make sure that as a man, I had to learn to not react emotionally. And set those boundaries up. Yeah. And I know some women may be listening to me. See me be emotional. Nah, but then when we don't show emotions, you get, why you don't show no emotions? You cold-hearted. No. But it goes back to knowing yourself and setting boundaries and respecting the boundaries.
Yeah. Because there's a great book, I know you've read this book already, called, named Crucial Conversations.
Yep.
When you have certain conversations and it's not going in a positive way, you got to table those conversations.
You got to table them. Can't say that, let me power through it.
No, you got to table those conversations, come back at another time. And again, like I mentioned earlier, sometimes it might be 3 or 4 days for you to come back to those conversations because emotions are high.
And when emotions high and 2 people are trying to power through it, it's like 2 bulls in a china shop.
Yep.
And before you know it, if neither one of them is conscious of what they're going through with those emotions, you can destroy a whole household. And say things, and people like to say things to win an argument, although they may not even mean it. Yeah. They just want to win. So now you're saying something that you can't take back.
And this is something to add on to what you're just saying right there. When your emotions are high like that, and what I've noticed quite a few people do, they take that conversation to an outsource to get their input. And I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with that.
Oh, they're trying to get somebody to join their team and say you're right?
Yes, and it shouldn't be.
Right.
It should be someone that's not going to
pick sides.
Really. Sides. But also it should be someone that's going to give sound advice.
And I think that sound advice too, whoever you're going to for that sound advice should focus on the what and not the who.
Yes, exactly.
Because when you begin to focus on the who, then your decisions are made based off the who. But if you're mad because of the what and you focus on the what, you can get a better resolution to the what.
Yeah.
So as my listeners listen, I got a question for y'all. Put it in the chat. What's a moment an emotional reaction has cost you? Was it a business deal? Was it a friendship, relationship, a purchase that set you back behind the 8 ball that you thought was going to be just a 1 month purchase, but now 8 months later, 12 months later, you're still paying for that emotional decision that you made on your birthday evening where you had one too many tequilas and hopped behind the wheel and you was emotionally up here and the blue lights came on and you were emotionally down here. And now that has cost you however long those situations may last.
Yeah. Can I be transparent for a moment?
Go on, be transparent, brother.
I have never never cursed my wife out over 36 years of marriage.
That's a round of applause right there.
But thank you. But I've done something. I think we've only been married maybe 6 or 7 years. That I slipped up and called her the B word one time.
Oh Lord, sweet baby Jesus.
Yeah.
And you still here?
But at that particular time,
Let me ask this, Chris, before you go. Was she in the room with you, or was it over phone?
no, we was in the room together.
Sweet baby Jesus.
But she pushed my emotions to the point where I snapped and flipped.
And when you said she pushed you, I thought, knowing your wife, I thought she came with them knees and bows.
But you know what? Within 24 hours, I apologized because I always said I would never be that guy to cuss my kids out. I never cuss my daughter out, never.
Right.
And she's 34 years old. But I said I would not cuss my spouse out, except for that calling her a B that one time over 36 years. And I was like, then when I realized when I said that, I didn't feel right.
Oh yeah, you can't feel right. You can't feel right at that point in time. But you know, this day and age, people use the B word and the N word freely, like it's a hate and high. I be hearing young ladies call each other the B word.
Oh yeah, you hear that on television all the time.
Hey B, how you doing, B? I'm like, wait a minute.
But yeah, man, what you mentioned earlier, they're gonna entice you until your emotion just take over at that particular time. But we both never pushed ourselves again or either. I removed myself.
Got to that line.
Yeah.
Because, speaking of that, do you think men are taught to manage their emotions or suppress them?
I don't think they're taught. I just think they just automatically suppress them from, I don't know, it's part of something as a nature, just in our nature to do that.
Mm-hmm. And then that goes back to what we talked about earlier. It's been suppressed for so long that when it does finally come up, it didn't just come up right then.
Yeah.
It's been down there cooking in the slow cooker like a crock pot in the sun.
Or like those ham hocks and them beans.
Ham hocks and the beans been cooking all since Saturday night. On low in the crock pot. And then all of a sudden, next thing you know, it busts through.
Oh, yeah.
But the thing is, the ripple effect of our emotional outbursts or whatnot don't only just affect you. When you think about the ripple effect, anybody here has ever thrown a rock or a pebble in the water and you watch the waves ripple out? Mm-hmm. That's where the ripple part come in at. Even as individuals, when we make those decisions, it's always collateral damage to other people around us.
Absolutely.
Anybody that's in your circle, all you were like, it's my life, I'm making this decision, but you don't realize the effect that it has on everybody else.
Yep.
Whether you go out here and get locked up, whether you get in a bad relationship, whether you make a wrong financial decision, it's a ripple effect that affects everybody that's connected to you in your circle, although it may not be their business.
And that's the part when most of us don't realize how your emotions affect everybody in your circle, what you just pointed out.
And people are now being more, I think folks in society, people are now paying more attention to it, because you could tell when that one individual show up and they all emotional, and I ain't talking about coming in crying, but they just an emotional individual, how it changes the atmosphere of the room when they show up.
Yeah.
And you're like, I didn't think they were coming, but here they go. And now you got to be emotionally mature enough to be able to handle that situation, to not explode.
Yeah.
Or cause a scene. Or go to the default switch of, I'm just going to keep it real. and it blows up.
Yeah.
So what do you do when emotions are high? Like you stated, you had your experience being transparent. With me, I've gotten to the point now, if I can feel emotions or something come on, I typically remove myself. And I'm not a big person that's into astrology signs.
Yeah.
But I am an Aries. My wife is an Aries. And we each other hot buttons. And sometimes we can tend to, as people, we can tend to go tiptoe around that hot button. Well, you ain't trying to get burnt, but I can get about this close to get a reaction. But I've learned as growing and living, remove myself from a situation, like you stated, setting that boundary. Hey, I don't want to talk about this right now.
Yeah.
And there's been times I don't want to talk about this right now, or I've done it to other people. Oh, so you don't want to talk about it right now? Well, I don't want to talk about it when you're ready to talk about it. And that was in my immaturity stage. That's how I would try to win the argument. I just wanted to win.
Nah. Yeah, I've always been, I think, as far as I can remember, I always not the one to take on arguments or whatever. If it was something that you had to win, I'll let you have it.
I am not the argumentative type.
Yeah.
My go-to default, all right, bro, you got it.
Yep. Cool. Yeah.
Or a Denzel. My man. Y'all watch Denzel movies when he smile at you and just nod his head and say, my man, you don't know if he agree with you or if he about to come and equalize you later on. But that's my man.
Yeah. One of the things, the notes that I jot down for this talk is, as we wrap up here, is practice mindfulness. Notice when things, or as you brought out earlier, notice when you about to be triggered, being around certain people or certain conversations. Then, remove yourself or distance yourself from that.
Know thyself.
Yeah, know thyself. And so you don't want to be around people to be the emotional person all the time around people, because you want to be around and enjoy your guests or your family, whoever you're with, and not be the one, like you mentioned, nobody want to be around you because you're going to be emotional. When you notice that certain things or certain people or certain whatever the case may be is going to trigger you emotionally, just step away from the conversation, go to another room or get 10 or 15 feet away and check your phone out or whatever the case may be, and do that, and not just be the emotional person around the group every time you come around.
And I suggest adding this to your repertoire. Before you make any decision, ask yourself, who will be affected by my next decision? Before you do anything.
That's good.
You want to go buy that car? If I buy this car, who's going to be affected by my decision to buy this car? Yeah, you and your finances, but who's in that ripple current that can be affected? So I always ask yourself before you do anything.
Yeah.
Who's going to be affected by my next decision? My next decision. And you may find yourself asking yourself that multiple times a day.
Yeah.
So the next decision you need to make is make sure you like,
Ding.
share,
Ding.
subscribe. Tell a friend that your favorite podcast was on, and we was talking about the ripple effect of being emotional. So emotionally press that button to like our podcast.
Yes.
Find us on all social medias. Get your merch. Follow the cameras.
Apple iPad.
Apple.
iPad. Yeah. Apple Podcast.
Watch us on your iPad. Watch us on your cell phone.
Just look for us.
Matter of fact, be fancy. Put us up on your TV in the living room.
Yeah.
So you can look at us in 55, 65, 75 inches of goodness. We some good looking brothers.
Yeah, you know.
Ladies, we off the market. But you can window shop, look at us.
Yeah.
Don't tell your husband we told you. No, I'm just playing. But like, share, subscribe, tell a friend. Look forward to the next time we're together. And enjoy, sip, and converse.
Yes.
Crib, we out of here, brother.
Peace.
Let's sip and converse.
Let's talk about it.
Sip and converse.